my god! Is that Wesley the pigeon guy?
Yes, it is.
Wesley the pigeon guy.
Wesley the pigeon guy.
Wesley the pigeon guy. Pigeons rule. Wesley the pigeon guy. The crop is the storage in the esophagus.
West.
T minus 7 feathers.
Wesley the pigeon guy. Meet Geon, the love of my life. Mwah. You see, we recently got into a fight, so I decided to pluck out its feathers. I met Geon through my good friend Danny.
Yeah, I met Geon a while back when she was just an egg. Her parents set up a nest behind my house. Pigeons can usually be found in urban areas, but can actually be found in all types of climates around the world, except the cold ones and remote islands. I wanted to give the best life for a pigeon to Geon. So I fed her food, gave her water, but when she was younger, she kept going back to her parents for the first few days for crop milk, because if she didn't get any crop milk, she would die.
Always hated Geon. She's literally a pest. People weren't lying when they said that pigeons are the #1 pest problem in the United States. I can't believe there are over 400 million Geons all around the world. Disgusting. I wish she never went back to her parents for the crop milk.
Pigeons genus and species are Columba from the order of Columbiformis and family of Columbidae. Pigeons are usually not native to North America. They were first introduced to North America in the early 1600s. Pigeons are highly dependent on humans for food, and they tend to eat a variety of grains, seeds, berries, fruits, and sometimes snails and earthworms. Pigeons only need 1 ounce of water daily and 30 grams of dry matter per day. Pigeons are typically 11 to 14 inches, and their wingspan is about 20 to 26 inches. They typically weigh about 9 to 13 ounces, and though the same sexes look basically identical, the males are larger and have more iridescence in their neck.
We're going to show you what she's all about, because it's what's on the inside that counts.
In pigeons, the food travels through the beak to the mouth and tongue, through the pharynx, down the esophagus, into the crop, and then to the stomachs, proventriculus, and gizzard. Next, the digested food goes to the small intestine, then to the ceca, through the rectum, and finally out the cloaca. But today, we'll just be highlighting the internal structures of the crop, gizzard, and the cloaca. This, you remove it, and the crop is used as a food storage area in birds. It is located between the esophagus and the top of the bird's stomach, where the food is moistened before further breakdown and digestion through the gastrointestinal tract. In the crop, milk is produced for young, and both sexes of pigeon produce milk, and it is produced by a sloughing of fluid cells from the lining of the crop. Geon's crop is a thin-walled, sac-like food storage chamber that projects outward from the bottom of the esophagus. In young domestic pigeons, commonly called squabs, they are fed milk for 10 days from the crop, and if squabs don't get the milk produced in the crop, their growth is often poor and they may even die.
Nothing has flashed.
Yeah, you can see inside of it.
No, scissors are better.
Oh, that's the
Ow.
what? You remove the liver? That's all of the liver, right?
Yes, dude, the best duo in the world.
Wow.
Okay, now put it. Wesley, don't move it.
Put it out.
This is the
That was like Just point at it.
Gizzards are the hind part of the stomach and are specially modified for grinding food. It is located between the crop and the intestine. The gizzard has a thick muscular wall and may contain small stones that function in the mechanical breakdown of seeds and other foods. This is the gizzard. How do you even...
Like that.
Thumbs up?
Like this way, like that.
Thumbs up.
Now let's
Estómago.
take.
There. And to all of this. Intestines. Yeah.
You can cut the intestine up. Back there.
This is the lung. Oh,
Yeah,
we
those two.
destroyed this lung.
You just heard.
Probably when you cut off
This lung you can still see. This
Yeah.
lung we cut off. Okay, so here's a
It was
lung.
the same color.
Yeah, we didn't, yeah.
This one.
Thumbs down.
Alright.
How much
Are you cut it out?
Kidney.
If I cut it out, it's easier. That's disgusting.
Is that a poopy?
Yeah, it's
It looks like poopy stuck in there.
Don't squeeze out the poopy.
No, see, no.
See on that.
Squeeze it out, squeeze it out, squeeze it out. Oh, imagine squeeze out. I would have died.
The cloaca is the opening to the bird's digestive, reproductive, and urinary tract. Basically, it's their pee and poop hole, but also where they reproduce. Both sexes have the cloaca, and to reproduce, during mating season, it swells to the point where it protrudes slightly outside their bodies. They do the actual reproducing through the cloaca kiss, in which these two swelled cloacas touch for a few seconds. During those few seconds of contact, the reproductive material is transmitted. If reproduction was successful, the female will lay eggs through the cloaca several days after the kiss. An issue arises when the bird has cloacal prolapse. When a bird has this, the muscles in the bird's digestive, reproductive, or urinary tract lose strength and the internal organs are unsupported. The internal organs begin falling through the cloaca, leaving the organs exposed outside of the bird's body. And then here's the trachea. That's a trachea. This part of the esophagus. Legs. Talons.
And we should flip it over. As you can see, there's a lot to Geon that meets the eye. You know, some of you may be Hugos who hate pigeons, or some of you may be Danny and I who love them. But in the end, you can't deny that they're pretty cool. You know, it sucks that Geon's gone, but at least there's a thing called taxidermy, which allows her to live on forever until the end of time, or be preserved until the end of time. Cool.